What is it like to... And my hair care company, Blake Brown? My goodness gracious!
Guess what I'm returning? Every single one of Blake Brown's hair care products.
I'm here to de-influence you from getting the Blake Brown line from Blake Lively.
Of research, training, and preparation, Mogul formally debuted her hair care brand, which was initially a giant hit and only available at Target stores and on her website.
I'm here to de-influence you from getting the Blake Brown line from Blake Lively. And I almost didn't even make this video because I'm honestly so embarrassed that I got it anyway.
Everything was coming together flawlessly. Instagram influencers were gushing about the brand, taking beautiful pictures and sharing positive reviews. In just 7 days, the brand earned an incredible $16 million in media impact value, which Puck claims is a record-breaking accomplishment. Target even proclaimed it their greatest hair care launch ever, when Blake's brand, Rack, generated about $5 million in sales in the first 3.5 weeks. It appeared like Blake had perfected the art of commerce. But oh, how the mighty fall. Like the Titanic, the smooth sail struck an iceberg and slowly began to sink. The two main causes of this were the poor quality of the products and the lawsuit she had with co-star Justin Baldoni. Let's start with the first one, which was those harsh product reviews. The same individuals who had been eager to test her wares were now pleading for refunds. The initial enthusiasm swiftly devolved into indignation, and the remarks were ruthless.
I hate that I'm making this video. Blake Lively, I love you, but this hair care line just isn't it. The formula is like, okay, there's honestly nothing really that special about it, but let's talk about the packaging. Okay, it's gorgeous, but it's not functional.
The product description promised silky, manageable hair that was noticeably shiny without the use of parabens or SLS/SLE silicones. Blake marketed it as an upscale natural substitute that would leave hair feeling nourished and new. But when reality set in and clients weren't pleased, social media was inundated with complaints. A TikToker went viral after disclosing a shocking tip from a Target employee that customers were returning the shampoo in large quantities. She didn't sugarcoat her thoughts, saying that it wasn't even worth $20, and fans who had hurried to buy, the products quickly realized they had made a mistake. The negative reviews piled up, and it wasn't just the typical nitpicky customers. This was a full-blown boycott in the making. Emma Newitz. The dissatisfaction was perfectly summed up by another customer. Although the product is not functional, the package is stunning.
And you might think, oh, your hair looks good, because I also think my hair looks good, but my ends have never been drier. So that's a little interesting. That's just my hot take for, your lovely Wednesday evening. Love her, but it might not be the best brand.
The main problem is why you would package something so well if it doesn't even work. Blake's dry shampoo wasn't actually that dry.
My hair is so soft. I'm telling you right now, my hair has never been this dry in my life.
Customers anticipated a lightweight, oil-absorbing spray to revitalize their hair in between washes, but instead received a tacky, oily, and unmanageable sticky texturizing mess.
Allegedly, Target is claiming customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves. So they are pulling all of her merchandise off their shelves because they are losing profit. But would you ever pay $20 for dry shampoo that has terrible reviews and is allegedly bad for your hair?
And things quickly became worse after fans detected something odd. Target's shelves were empty of Blake's merchandise. There was no notice or justification.
Justin Baldoni, the actor, is now suing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for $400 million. He's alleging that they sought to, quote-unquote, destroy him.
The internet exploded with thoughts about Target discreetly closing. Was it due to the negative reviews? Or was there something more significant going on behind the scenes? Then, all of a sudden, the truth was revealed. Blake's legal dispute with Justin Baldoni, an actor and producer, might have been the last straw for her brand.
Yeah. What is it like to... And my hair care company, Blake Brown? My goodness gracious! It's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. I haven't slept in a lot of time.
Insiders asserted that Blake's businesses, particularly her hair care line, were severely impacted by the litigation. Sales had fallen by 87% after the lawsuit went public, according to one of her lawyers, and major retailers were quickly pulling out. Blake was in the midst of a full-blown crisis, and rather than concentrating on damage control, She made the worst choice possible by beginning to promote her hair care line during the US tour.
So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could...
And if you don't know what finishes with us, let's just say that fans weren't impressed. Is based on Colleen Hoover's best-selling book about domestic violence. It's a heartbreaking, serious tale. But Blake and her co-stars chose to make the press tour a joke rather than treating it with the tact it required.
Guess what I'm returning? Every single one of Blake Brown's hair care products.
Blake talked about her hair products and included a helpline for victims of domestic abuse. But rather than addressing the topics of abuse, trauma, and healing, it felt like cheesy marketing. Ploy and the fans were furious. One dissatisfied viewer said, "I was going to try it because some reviews said it was good for fine hair. But then Blake was promoting it with 'It ends with us' instead of talking about the real 'It ends with us.' So I didn't want to anymore." Then came the final blow. People began criticizing her hair. If you're selling hair care products, your hair needs to look good, so you need to be walking around with shiny, bouncy hair. Perfect locks that cause people to pause and ask, "What's she using? I need that." But Blake's admirers weren't buying it, either literally or figuratively. After taking one look at her hair, they said, "Oh, absolutely not," and they didn't hold back. One fan commented bluntly that Blake's hair typically looks frizzy, which should have been a warning sign. As if things couldn't get any worse, there were rumors of corporate drama because, of course, Blake's brand was already being dragged for bad reviews. But now it looked like there was trouble behind the scenes too. Apparently, Blake's team was asking Target for more marketing, better shelf space, and possibly even more money, but Target wasn't feeling it. And let's be honest, Blake's hair was flying off the shelves in the worst possible way, straight into the return pile. Another was even harsher. Why does Blake's hair always look dirty? There's no shine, and it looks like it hasn't been washed in 5 days. And to be honest, it's difficult to see how she recovers from this. Blake is not just dealing with negative publicity, she is also witnessing the collapse of her entire brand. The lawsuit, the public reaction, Target severing relations, and people mocking her merchandise, all these factors are piling up against her. The situation is dire, and Blake needs to take immediate and decisive action if she hopes to turn things around. Firstly, let's break down the issues Blake is facing. The lawsuit against her brand is a significant blow. Legal battles are not only costly, but also time-consuming. They can drain resources and shift the focus away from innovation and customer satisfaction. Blake needs to address this lawsuit head-on, either by settling out of court or by vigorously defending her brand. If she believes the claims are unfounded, the court of public opinion can be even more brutal than a court of law. Social media has amplified the voices of dissatisfied customers and critics, making it harder for Blake to control the narrative. She needs to engage with her audience authentically, acknowledging their concerns and showing a genuine commitment to improvement. Losing a major retailer like Target is a substantial setback. Target's decision to sever ties sends a strong message to other potential retail partners, making it harder for Blake to secure new distribution channels. She needs to rebuild trust with retailers by demonstrating that her brand is still viable and worthy of their investment. The mockery of her merchandise indicates a deeper issue with product quality. If customers are not satisfied with the products, no amount of marketing or PR can save the brand. Blake must prioritize quality control and ensure that her products meet or exceed customer expectations. So, what can she do? Here are some strategic steps Blake could take to salvage her brand. A heartfelt and genuine apology is the first step. Blake needs to address her audience directly, taking full responsibility for the shortcomings and outlining a clear plan for improvement. This apology should be more than just words. It should be backed by tangible actions. A complete product. Reformulation is non-negotiable. Blake needs to go back to the drawing board and reassess every aspect of her product line. This includes sourcing better ingredients, improving manufacturing processes, and conducting rigorous quality testing. She should consider bringing in industry experts to help with this reformulation process. Perhaps it's time for a Blake Brown 2.0. A relaunch that truly lives up to its promises could be the key to regaining customer trust. This relaunch should be more than just a cosmetic change. It should reflect a fundamental shift in the brand's values and commitment to quality. Transparency is crucial in rebuilding trust. Blake should keep her audience informed about the changes she is making, the challenges she is facing, and the progress she is achieving. Regular updates through social media, blog posts, and newsletters can help maintain engagement and show that she is serious about turning things around. Engaging with customers is essential. Blake should actively seek feedback and use it to improve her products and services. She should also consider offering incentives, such as discounts or free samples, to encourage customers to give her brand another chance. Rebuilding retail partnerships will be challenging, but not impossible. Blake should focus on smaller, independent retailers who might be more willing to take a chance on her brand. She should also consider collaborations with influencers and industry experts to boost her brand's credibility. Finally, Blake should focus on innovation. The beauty industry is constantly evolving, and brands that fail to innovate risk becoming obsolete. Blake should invest in research and development to create unique and high-quality products that stand out in the market. Have you ever tried her products? If not, would you consider doing so in the future? It's a tough question, given the current state of her brand. But if Blake can implement these changes and demonstrate a genuine commitment to improvement, she might just win back the trust of her customers. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, please let me know in the comments. Your insights are valuable and can help shape the conversation around Blake's brand and its future. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates and discussions on the ever-changing world of beauty and business.